Weather Rate for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. When I take a look at this, I am jealous. I mean, the rain that's coming down in the Branson area right now, coming down in buckets, looks like based on radar, we've picked up between a half an inch and an inch and a half, or a half an inch and an inch of rainfall in and around the Branson area. There are other locations that have seen even more than that. I mentioned Hurley earlier, and that's located up in this vicinity right here, northeast of Crane. Looks like maybe an inch and a half to 2 inches in that location. That's kind of how it goes. You know, these thunderstorms pop up, and where they pop up, they can really dump a lot of rain in a short period of time, and you at least have that risk of street flooding. Also with these storms, they've packed a bit of a punch in terms of strong wind gusts. It looks like that risk, though, has wound down to some extent, not finding any severe thunderstorm warnings at this time. And it looks like this band of rain and thunderstorms that is set up will continue to push off to the east-southeast. So places like West Plains and Alton and Mount Home and Yellville and Flippin over toward Viola, you guys are in line to get some wet weather as we head into the evening hours. Now, last night we saw another big wave of rain and thunderstorms between I-70 and Highway 54. You can see that stripe right there. We had some 1 to 4 inch rainfall totals in that zone. Notice with the spotty activity that we've had to the south this afternoon, now heading into the evening, we're not looking at the widespread rain that we had last night to the north, but certainly still some much needed rainfall officially out of the airport today. 7/100ths, bringing our monthly total now to just shy of 0.2 of an inch. But we've still got some days to go before the end of the month, and more time to add to that total. Getting back to radar, again, locally in Springfield, we're kind of looking off to the east and south at dark skies and that threat of rain, but we're really not finding much in town. That possibility is still going to be there going into the evening hours. Heading off to the south, I showed you Branson, and very wet in that location for good reason. You can see the rain and thunderstorms that continue to spread through that area. And as mentioned, looks like areas over toward Gainesville, Mountain Home, Yellville. We're going to get some wet weather into those regions here over the next couple of hours. The overnight setup looks like this. We've got a front draped here near I-44, and it looks like areas near and south of that will be favored for scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight. So the wave that we've got this evening, that'll push out. We'll probably have a little bit of a lull, but there could be some additional showers and thunderstorms that develop in the same zone later tonight. Also, areas further north up toward northern Missouri, northeast Kansas, that'll be a favorite spot for scattered showers, but areas in between, I'm not expecting too much in the way of activity. This is a zone where we had some heavy rainfall last night. Getting to your forecast, overnight tonight, you can see how storms continue to impact areas south of the interstate. Looks like heading into Thursday morning, there will be scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms around. We may see a bit of a break heading through the afternoon. Temperatures try to warm up close to 90. And then we should see some additional development as we head through late afternoon and into the evening. Temperatures tonight, they'll settle out around 73 with an afternoon high tomorrow of about 89. We haven't seen a high that cool in weeks. Looking ahead to the pattern, looks like on Friday we'll see the focus for wet weather shifting to the south into Arkansas. So areas south of Highway 60 into Arkansas favored for wet weather. And then as this frontal boundary wobbles back to the north, we should see a more widespread round of rain and thunderstorms over southern Missouri and northern Arkansas on Saturday and over the area again on Sunday. And with these waves of thunderstorms like we saw this afternoon, there will at least be the risk of localized areas of maybe some flooding and heavy rainfall. Also, we're going to find some mild temperatures. Check out this 7-day forecast. Haven't seen one this cool in weeks. In fact, I think you have to go back to the beginning of June to find a forecast where we had highs in the 80s and 70s. But it will get hot again next week, guys.
All right, thank you, Jamie.